Hello, and welcome to this episode of Hacking with Friends. Today, I have my friend Tim here with me, and we're going to be learning a little bit more about PowerShell. Last time, we touched on some PowerShell basics, but this time we're going to kick it up a notch, and instead, we're going to learn about some PowerShell tools that can do some pretty nasty things to a Windows computer. So, Tim, thanks for being on again.
Thanks for having me.
Cool. So, what are we going to be learning about today?
Today we're going to be learning about RedRabbit, which is a post-exploitation PowerShell tool that this guy called Secure the Logs made, which is useful for like gaining passwords or credentials after you've already gained control of a Windows system.
Cool. So kind of post-exploitation, privilege escalation, and otherwise being able to take a little bit of access and turn it into a whole bunch of nastier access.
Exactly.
Cool. So last time we covered just kind of basic stuff with PowerShell where we created files, we deleted files, but now we're going to be learning about how to install someone else's program from GitHub and a little bit about running it both locally and as kind of a direct PowerShell file.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, my goal is to show you guys the GitHub and then download it locally and then run it as a script.
Cool, and I've also added a little bit of an element of challenge to this. I have a zipped file that has a password on it that I've sent over to Tim. And he is going to have to use this tool in order to brute force the password and get the contents of the zipped file. So we'll see if this can do that amongst some other things that we actually can't show you because when we were practicing this, we found that it actually is able to dump passwords for a lot of pretty sensitive accounts.
Yes.
So because of that, we can say this tool works very, very well when it's dumping passwords, but we will not, unfortunately, be showing that part on the stream today.
No.
Yes. All right. So let's go over and switch over to Tim's screen and we can see how to get started installing this in PowerShell.
Okay. All right. So firstly, let me open a PowerShell window. I'm going to open it in administrator mode. Okay. So the tool RedRabbit, which is on this guy's GitHub, Secure the Logs is his name. Yeah, you can see this is how it's supposed to look. A bit of a description. You can see that it's been updated recently. And then right here I have a link to the actual script itself that we're going to be downloading. And when we go into PowerShell, my font large enough?
It's pretty big. I guess that's okay.
We're going to type in invoke web request, tac URI, for the location, and then out file, tac out file for the destination. And since we're already in the System32 folder, we're just going to have it be in this folder. Going to have it as redrabbit.ps1, ps1 being a PowerShell script file. Well, that was fast.
Yeah, it was really fast.
It was not as fast as it was earlier.
So can you explain just the portions of this? So the URI is the URL?
Yeah, it's essentially the location online of the file you're trying to get.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the out file is just where
it's just the file that it's creating.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you were to name that, that's just the shortcut you're creating. So then if I wanted to call it with just red, could I name it red?
Yeah, of course. You can name it whatever you want.
Okay, then if I just type red into PowerShell, that would run?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, as long as you're downloading it into the System32 folder, which by default, when you run PowerShell, you start in.
Okay, and one thing to mention also is you started in administrator mode. So would this cause problems if you didn't do that?
Yes, I believe RedRabbit might still run, but certain features you won't be able to do unless you're in administrator mode. Okay,
so that's also important if a red team was also using this. If you only had non-administrator access, then would this tool be as useful than if you got full administrator access to a computer?
No, it would be significantly less useful, but there are still certain things you'd be able to do.
Okay, cool.
I've only tested it in administrator mode because why would I not? Yeah. So I can't speak to exactly what you're able to do without administrator mode.
Okay, cool.
All right, so since we already have it downloaded, the back of my screen is freaking out, so I'm just going to minimize the web browser. All right, so let's load it up. Were you able to download it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you already have it. You already have it on. Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right,
so what's the ASCII art?
It's
just a little.
It's just a little rabbit.
It looks like a suspicious rabbit to me.
It kind of looks like a sad rabbit, honestly.
I know, the ears don't look great. That's fine. All right, got it.
There's only so much you can do with like 128 characters.
I don't mean to judge the ASCII art. It's good. There should always be ASCII art. All right. So
Yes.
it detected that it's running as admin,
Mm-hmm.
is user domain admin, computer in work group, cannot query AD. So it's looking for Active Directory, but it can't find it because you're not part of a work group. Okay.
Yes, that's true. And yeah, you can see there's a plethora of options presented to us.
So obviously the quick recon is going through the computer and basically displaying a complete profile of all the information that we can find. Can you walk us through some of the other interesting options that are in this list?
Yeah, so one thing we should mention right off the bat is option 10, which
Yes.
is something we tried earlier to a little too much success.
Right. So this seems to mostly be able to extract Wi-Fi passwords and things like that. But any password that's stored on the computer, I think I saw a couple of browser stored passwords in there as well. So that's one thing to be aware of. If you're using passwords that you use in other locations, especially Wi-Fi passwords, if I was an attacker, what I would do is quickly dump all the passwords that this person was using for Wi-Fi or the company was using for Wi-Fi, and then use that to create a brute forcing list to attack other stuff on the network or attack other resources. So it's a very nasty command that we will not be running because it has all of our passwords.
Because it will immediately display a huge amount of stuff that we don't want to display.
Right.
Yeah, so there's also the quick recon gives you some basic information about the system, the network, the ports that are open, the firewall rules, brute force zip, which is I think we're gonna do that.
Yeah, that's
what
we're gonna do today. So if you find any files on the system that look interesting, but they have a password on them and they're compressed, then this is something that can actually go ahead and attack that. I see we also have a network scanner, so being able to find out more information about the network that we're connected to and maybe learn a little bit more about who else is there, what other resources might be available to us. Show local firewall deny rules. That seems pretty good.
There's also the brute brute win RM, so you could potentially gain access to remote desktop software. So that's pretty powerful. Unfortunately, we don't have a target for today, but if you want to look more into that, that could be a really interesting avenue to go down.
Yeah, and a lot of people are working from home nowadays. Not everyone is working in a very secure way, also. So that could be a problem for some people.
And then the other thing that caught my eye was the clipboard logger. So say you're doing this remotely, you have access to a system that you've just gained access to a system. You can see what people are putting on their clipboard, copying by using option 3, and then it can dump it either to a paste bin or to a local file.
Okay. So I also see there's options number 11 and 12, which are encode commands and run encoded commands. Do you know why someone would want to run base64 encoded commands?
Beats me.
I would say to get around antivirus.
Oh, actually, that makes sense.
So if you had some malicious ass commands that maybe had like a URL in it that was banned or blacklisted because you were distributing malware, then that could be a way of getting it past a weak antivirus system that's just scanning for known code just by encoding and decoding stuff.
All right, cool.
Cool. So we're not going to go too much into editing the local host, the SMB relay. That's outside of the scope for today. Probing for SMB share doesn't work on this because we don't have one. But yeah, a lot of these options are really interesting. Now, the OSINT options, I don't know about those. Some of them were a little confusing to me. The daily paste bin.
Well, do you want to go to the guy's guide and see?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Okay, yeah, let's go look
Yeah,
at that.
because the scan social for usernames is like, that kind of seems like a tiny bit tacked on, but sure.
Yeah, so like if we look at, by the way, this guide right here at this guy's website, securethelogs.com, he has a guide on all of the tools that he makes. He makes several other tools for PowerShell, and he's actually really into ethical hacking and teaching people about cybersecurity, specifically with Windows and PowerShell and like .NET Microsoft specialty.
Okay, a bunch of stuff I don't know about. That's
good. Yeah, so,
right, so
daily paste bin, option B. This option will pull the recent paste and search them for keywords. The script will then display each and highlight any juicy values, such as passwords or API keys.
Okay, so that's just looking for breaches.
Yeah, basically.
All right. So then scan Azure resources. Option will allow you to hunt for reachable Azure resources based on a word list provided. Like a word list of what?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that option.
Got it. And then option D, scan socials for usernames. This scan will This will scan a few social media sites for a matching username. Okay, well, I know like 4 Python scripts to do that, but hey, this is PowerShell,
Yeah.
so I guess that's cool. Like,
Yeah, it seems to be kind of like a catch-all for a bunch of random.
do you want to do John McAfee? See what it comes up with?
Oh my
Just
God.
do it. Let's see if it
Okay.
crashes.
Okay.
Right. Oh wait, it's official John McAfee. There's a lot I don't know about how to spell that though. Do you know how to spell his name for sure?
Isn't it just like the
antivirus.
Antivirus.
Yeah, let's do it. Option D. Enter username official
Isn't it?
McAfee.
Oh, sorry, official. I don't know if spaces matter. Is it like that?
Sure. I know that I always type it wrong, so I'm sure you're right. Go for it.
Okay, that makes total sense.
Running checks. Wow, this looks very intense.
Found one on Twitter.
Okay,
That's probably the one you know.
that's
of.
probably the one. Yeah,
Pastebin.
I was all on board with like John McAfee's adventure until he started like denying coronavirus.
Oh my god.
Okay, so he's got a Reddit, a Pinterest, a Pastebin. Why does he have a Pastebin? Okay, whatever. But anyway,
we
can
can
see
go down
there's-
that rabbit hole some other time.
Yeah, it wasn't that red rabbit hole. Gross. I had to do it. But anyway, just we don't need to didn't need to dig any deeper on this one. I'm sure it's
All right,
all.
let's go back to the main
I'm sure
menu.
everything's in order over there.
Okay, so do you want to? Can we do a quick recon? Or is that going to expose?
Yeah, it's your computer. Run quick recon.
All right, let's do it. You can just get a quick.
Look at all this
Jesus
information.
Christ.
It just blasts you with it. Then it starts scanning the network. All right. While it's oh man, there's so much stuff happening. Do you want to scroll up so we can look at some of the results as they're coming in?
If I try to scroll up right now,
It'll just slime me back to the bottom.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I mean, we can. Yeah, see, it
Okay,
just slams
I
me
guess you're
back
right.
down. So.
So now it's scanning your firewall configuration, right?
Mhm. It looks like it's looking at all my ports and my firewall permissions.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of them.
Yeah, this is really, for an attacker who just wants to figure out what's open and what's closed, this is perfect because you can just kind of kick back and see how the computer's configured, what sorts of things would present a really juicy target versus what's really locked down and might not be a good target at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if it, I want to scroll up, but I feel like there's going to be something juicy at the end after all of this, so I don't want to.
Yeah, it's really going for it.
No. Okay, fine.
Interesting. So this is not really quick recon. This is like pretty in-depth recon.
Yeah, I think it looks like it's like a few of the other options like built all like put into one, and it just like displays them all out for you at once.
I see. So it's kind of just running a chain of commands that it is doing recon around the computer, gathering information.
Yeah,
That
that's what
makes
it looks like. Remote service management. Okay, all this stuff.
Wow. Yeah, it's just going crazy. So can you go back to the GitHub and see like what exactly this is doing?
Yeah, let's go back to his guide.
Quick recon.
Okay.
Wow. All right. So it lists the users. It lists all the hosts. Lists network interfaces. It lists the user groups that you're in.
Mhm.
Shows all the privileges. Lists local admins. Lists local users. Lists current logged in users. Shows installed programs. Interesting. Shows if there's internet access. Interesting. Shows local firewall rules. Is that it? Yeah, it looks like that's it. So it's just really probing the hell out of your firewalls. Go back and see. Is it done?
Is it?
No.
Oh my God. Okay.
Wow.
But it said that was the last option, right?
Yeah. Do you want to let it keep chugging through? Maybe it comes to some grand conclusion from having done all this. I mean, we've got an hour. Let's just let it
Okay.
run. Yeah.
All right.
That's great. So okay, and why is? I mean, you might not know the answer to this, but there's a lot of printer stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why. I've connected to a few printers in my day on this computer, but hey, there's some Python.
What's interesting?
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I know that one thing that was recommended by some security people was to remove some of the printer stuff that's constantly reaching out on the network and trying to connect
You
to
can
printers.
see my games.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, it's showing. Why is it showing firewall rules for civilization?
I think
Do you play online?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I'm a huge fan of only playing the robots, but You say so.
The robots
Yeah.
in Civilization?
Yeah, the built-in ones.
Oh, you mean the AI?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've never had a Civilization LAN party?
No.
Those are great. So I think this... Okay, got a little sidetracked. I think this is the firewall permissions for every single application.
Yeah, most of them are any. It doesn't seem especially locked down. There was a bunch of deny before, but like all these things can just do whatever they want.
There probably was some point which I was having problems and I tried to hotfix it by just allowing too much.
But I mean, hey, for an attacker who's looking at like going after a Windows system, a hotfix like that could like open something up to them where they wouldn't be aware before.
Yeah, so let this be a warning to you. Don't do what I did.
And just globally allow all programs to do
the
anything they
problem
want.
is when you're in the middle, but somewhere between where like you're somewhat technical, but not like super technical to the point of you don't know like what like each and every port to open or like what permissions to add. So like you know enough in order to open everything, but not to like know which ones not to open.
Oh my god, like MSN weather admin access. Full read and
Xbox
write.
game bar. Okay, there we go.
Oh my god. All right, scroll.
Yeah,
up.
let's go up. Jeez.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Aside from knowing like everything you've ever done on this computer. Oh my god.
Okay.
All right,
Let's go back. Let's go right up to the point
the
before
top.
right when I. Okay, that one was an error.
Whoa, there's so much information.
Okay, right.
All right, here we go.
Right
Yeah.
there. Okay.
All right,
Option
so we
one.
can see the user. We can see the Tim laptop. Host name is Tim's Acer laptop. That's actually what I see when I scan on the network, and I see your computer as well. So that's good to know that it's set internally, and that's what I'm seeing externally. Network IP addresses. Oh, good. Good to have all those out on the internet. Just go ahead and scroll down. We'll then have Tim's Acer laptop. What is that? Username, just some big long string, SID? I don't know Windows. What is that?
I don't know what SID is.
Probably your Windows, I don't know, like
ID,
serial number.
Secure ID?
Yeah, everyone install that. Great. I don't think that's it, but if so, I didn't mean that. That's not permission.
Group name? So are these all the groups that I've connected to?
Yeah.
The font size is interfering with the formatting of the table.
Sorry, guys. You can either see everything or have it formatted nicely. I don't know what this is, and I don't care.
Privilege information?
How privileged are you?
It's
pretty disabled.
Privilege, name state, increase quota privilege, security privilege. I mean, this seems like it'd be useful for...
like seeing which privileges are enabled?
Yeah, for someone looking into... I'm just going to say security. I don't know if I
All
want
right,
to
so
say
some of them are enabled. Create global objects. Bypass traverse checking. That sounds exciting. I don't know what that means.
Bypass okay.
Yeah. Great.
All right, moving on.
All right. So then local admin information, alias name, administrators, comment. Administrators who complete unrestricted access to the computer/domain. Who is that guy?
That's me.
Oh, shit.
It's
Okay,
Tim.
good. All right, so we had administrator Tim's laptop. The command completed successfully. Oh, so it confirmed that you're an administrator. That's what that one's doing, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So it runs a quick check to see if the currently logged in user is an administrator, and if it completes successfully, then that means yes. User accounts for Tim's Acer laptop. Administrator, default account. Who's defaulting? Oh.
See, that's me. So
Okay, all right,
administrator Squibble,
Oh.
default account, Tim laptop, guest, whatever that is.
All right, so Squibble's default, right?
No.
I'm
Default.
kidding. I'm kidding. Why would they ship Squibble as default? Okay, so the administrator is Squibble, the default account is Tim's laptop, and the guest account is some horrible, what is that?
WDAG utility account. I don't know. It's
Okay.
a guest. Sounds like it's just the default guest.
Sketchy. All right,
Yeah.
well, delete that.
Yeah, does that mean that's the name of my guest account? I've never created a guest account, so maybe that's just like the default.
This like lying in wait.
Yeah.
Shadow guest. All right, well, that's creepy.
Okay, so a query command was not recognized. I think we have to be running 64-bit PowerShell in order for that to work.
Oh, is yours running 32-bit?
Yeah, I think by default it usually runs 32-bit. Did you do a scan?
No.
Oh, okay. So you don't know if it would have worked or not. Or just type in query.
Too late.
Okay.
I already pressed 1. Now it's going to run forever. But
now
no,
you can
go
see
on.
all of my installed programs.
All right. So that's pretty useful. If I
Yeah.
wanted to like trigger
You can
something,
see I have Python installed, so if you want to write a Python script and send it over, you know it'll work. You know what version it is. I don't think I have anything embarrassing on here.
Age of Empires 2 is solid, so no. Proxygate. Yeah, so people can basically see what kind of security tools you might have installed. They can see that there's Nmap installed, so that would be useful for follow-up scans and being able to like scan other devices from this computer.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of interesting
You can
stuff.
see how much of a nerd I am with all of the games I have installed.
SMB share information. You're not part of an SMB group, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so there should be nothing there. Name admin. Oh, okay. So remote admin. Interesting. Default share, remote IPC, printer drivers. Cool.
So, and then I have internet access, and then
good. There is our public IP.
firewall information.
Well, plans. That's great.
All right. I'm just gonna go.
Yes, for RedRabbit. Yeah, wonderful. Cool. So
we should have done a little bit more preliminary testing.
Good recon. All right. So that was all a lot for supposed quick recon. That's pretty thorough recon if you ask me.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be considered quick.
But either way, aside from this is not.
I can see yours isn't even done yet.
Yeah. So aside from doing like I don't know, like a USB rubber ducky script, which obviously would take an extraordinary amount of time.
Yes.
Maybe not practical, but if you did have backdoor access to a computer, or if you got a couple seconds to establish a backdoor and then spawn a process, then this is definitely something where you could get a ton of information about that computer in a very short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me then about the Clipboard Logger, because that one sounds really interesting.
Okay, so I tested the Clipboard Logger, and let's go to the description real quick. Do you remember what option it said it was?
Nope.
There it is, option 3. So, PS Clippy script, which creates a PowerShell session in the background. The session will record values copied to the clipboard and store them. Once a threshold of 10 items is met, it will either store the file or upload it to Pastebin. So when I tried running this, it just like quit, and it either crashed or it executed that PowerShell session in the background, like it says in that description. So
do it again.
All right. Let's do 3 Clipboard Logger. Location of file. Where do you want to store it?
Wherever.
Let's do it right here.
Yeah, do it.
Do I have to put it in quotes? Probably not.
Sweet.
So yeah,
so
that happened.
It either worked great or crashed. We can't really tell.
So I'm gonna just like copy 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. Let's see if it did anything. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna assume it crashed. Let me reopen PowerShell. As administrator. Are you done with your quick recon?
Yeah, I mean, finally. But yeah, it's just displaying a bunch of, information that probably should be private, like our public IP. But yeah, no, same results. I can see administrator accounts, all that good stuff, everything installed by default. No shocking information, but the same crash on the internet. Oh no, my internet access test crashed.
Did
the beginning?
Did the other thing crash where it tried to run the query command?
Whoa, I have no idea. The font is so huge, it's impossible to see.
Is there any other?
It's backfired.
Is there any?
No, yeah, I can see the username.
No, not that.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so if that one doesn't work, then maybe we should move on to the main attraction and actually try brute forcing something with this tool.
Okay, the brute force zip option.
Yeah, so go ahead and take a look at the challenge I presented you in this folder.
Okay, so we have a my secret.
Yep, my secret. Go ahead and try and open it. I dare you. Seven's it.
Oh, it wants a
Yeah, it's
password.
got a try something. Try something. I dare you.
Wrong password.
Whoa, locked down.
Wrong password, question mark?
All right, cool. So it's still encrypted. You can't get at it, but I've also provided you a clue.
It's in this word list. Can
It
I take
is.
a look at it?
Yeah, take a look at it. Oh, there's going to be some obscene passwords because these are generated from people's real passwords.
Okay,
but
I'm
we
just
don't
gonna
care.
exit
We're
out.
all adults here. There should be no children on this stream. No, open it. I dare you. Scroll around, see what happens.
There just looks like there's a lot of numbers.
Yeah, there's actually some like racist ones in there too.
Okay, I already saw some profanity.
Yeah, let's exit. Okay, cool. So anyway, brute forcing passwords is a delicate art. You can't just limit it to appropriate passwords. You have to take a real sample set. So today, our sample set was provided by GitHub and people who professionally find these passwords on websites where they've been exposed and make repositories that have all the most common ones so that we can do this sort of testing. So if you're interested in word lists and where these came from, you can always just Google word list GitHub, and it's pretty easy to find word lists that have been compiled from real passwords that people actually use. And these have been boiled down from sometimes millions. I've used a password list that was 1 billion different passwords.
Oh my God.
Organized by frequency of use. So in this case, I provided you with the top 1,000 worst passwords in the world.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that shouldn't be too
Yeah,
hard.
so if
then.
you think FU1 is a real cool password,
I like
guess
how
what?
people get angry when they're asked to provide a password.
Yeah.
So they just like type in like profanities
Swears.
into the password.
Yeah, but then it turns out that all those angry people have made it very predictable that like they're gonna have passwords like that. So it turns out that swearing in passwords is actually not so good because there's not a lot of swear words and people use them a lot for passwords.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. Maybe join the no cussing
that
club
makes
while
sense.
you're considering your life.
That's pretty common sense if you think about it.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, all right. We're gonna go option 6. Location of zipped file. Does it?
No, you just drop the file.
What?
Yeah, just drop it. Boom. Wait. What did you do?
You said to drop it.
Yeah, I know. It should work. Just try it again, but this time do it good.
This time do it good.
Okay, well it worked on mine.
Kody.
It worked. It works fine on mine. That's seriously how on Windows you get that?
What do you mean?
Profane. No, that's fine.
Okay.
Wait. Seems like Windows has betrayed you.
Wait.
Ooh, big crash.
Okay, let's try redoing that.
Okay.
Why is it not working? It's not the only way to get it, Kody.
Okay.
It's a way.
All right. I like your text editor. What's the name of that text editor? Preferences?
Okay. Why is it just giving me empty?
You just got one bad PowerShell going on.
Is it empty on here? Okay, clearly it's not
Copying correctly?
yeah. There we go. What's the name of the file?
It's more than that. It's my secret something stupid.
My secret. I can see it through the _2.7 2_2. So there was another one that you tried before.
I have many secrets. I'm only letting you access secret 2.
Okay.
All right. Location of word list. Good luck, friend. Oh, it's the same.
Yeah, and then it's just word list.
Text. I love that this is its interface.
It's
It
just,
doesn't-
yeah,
not-
it's literally
it's
just
not just
you
like working. It's just like, I'm going to try everything and you have to be here to watch.
It's giving you the raw, like.
Here's my
input
other
it's
favorite
getting.
thing. When I tested this, it got the password, but the script makes you go forward anyway. It's like, all right, I got it, but I've got a lot of work to do, so hold on.
Oh,
and then,
it gets it, and then it continues looking
yes,
through the
it
rest
does.
of the.
It sure does. So yeah, it does. At least on mine, it never terminates. So maybe it'll work better on yours, but you can see at least it's also not exposing all the profane passwords. Hey, look, it's
Hey.
done. Oh, and it's gone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So just wait. After another like 800 passwords, we're gonna be in business. So a little bit of feedback on the script. It works great.
I could just cancel it.
No. Just
Okay.
yeah. So it works great, and the end presentation is wonderful. Like in the end, it's gonna be like, boom, password solved, and then like just give it to you. I got excited. I thought it was gonna go, but I mean the suspense is unnecessary. It's like, I understand you want to feel like you're being productive, but like this is just wasted processing power at this point. But we'll let it go. Let it go. It's like a figure skater that's like up in the air, and I want to see how they land. Boom!
Hey,
Just
there
like
we go.
that.
Wow,
All right.
that's a really secure password right there.
Thank you. Yeah, I picked it from the worst. Okay, so holy, we got it. That didn't take that long at all.
It could have been even shorter though.
Yeah, probably.
All right, but should I go try it?
Yeah, try it.
All right. Hey.
Oh, it's another
can-
level.
Oh,
Try it out.
don't. That's
Maybe
why it's.
maybe it's encrypted twice. It's not though.
Can I open it?
Yeah, do it.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, Tim. Sorry. That was my
You just
secret.
couldn't resist.
That
could
was my
you?
secret the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, Christian asked me to do it.
Of course he did.
All right, well, this is probably the least mature way we could have used this tool. But as you can see, even my secrets aren't safe.
Oh man.
So that was by far my favorite use of this PowerShell tool. And I don't know a lot about how many people are zipping up their secrets in password protected zip files. But if you are, then this should have you shaking in your boots if you're using really, really bad passwords. So very useful, very cool. I like that. I'm not sure how many people, again, are actually storing super critical secrets locally in password protected
Probably
zip
more than
files.
you expect.
Really? Okay.
I mean, I would think that a lot of people that have like sensitive information, like pink account information, or certain stuff that they are too afraid to put online, they probably save them in a password protected file on their computer.
That's really funny. Okay, well, I didn't anticipate that, but Windows continues to amaze me.
That's just my guess, though.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, that's by far the most interesting one today that I want to test out. You can also see that we can do the show local firewall deny rules and the test extraction connection, which I'm imagining is if you have some malware, let's say that you get all the passwords and you want to extract it. If you're just sitting here, this computer that's just open that you've managed to get access to, then you might want to test and make sure that you're able to actually get a connection and get the data out. Given your method of choice, we'll test if the machine can reach your destination or common ports. Oh, okay. Let's try something random. Probably not as dramatic, but yeah, let's try it. Let's do google.com, the ultimate malware destination.
Should I do the full?
I have no idea.
I'll just try google.com.
Yeah, do it. Attempting connection. Can we exfiltrate our data? Let us know. Well, maybe Google's blacklisted, but probably not.
Probably not. I probably should have just typed in.
All right. Well, we know that if we. Oh wait. Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Never mind. So just.
What's SMB?
It's some Windows stuff. It's Windows SMB. Don't ask about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not a Windows administrator.
Oh.
It's for sharing.
All right.
All right. Well, again, we don't have Azure or anything else actually to test on this.
Mm-mm.
And we already tested the username. So I think that's most of the stuff we wanted to test today on this particular thing. Maybe we could take a look at some of the other tools that this developer has, just in case people wanted to check them out too.
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look. Secure the logs. He has a post about Zoom. PS Watcher. Oh my gosh. Okay.
What about on his GitHub? Are there any other tools with a bunch of stars?
Oh, I'm sure there are.
That's how I like to read them.
I was looking at his website earlier and I saw a few interesting tools.
Blue Rabbit. What?
So RedRabbit's the red team PowerShell script and Blue Rabbit's the blue team PowerShell script. You can see RedRabbit is significantly more popular.
Yeah, by far. Also, so they have some blue team stuff as well to actually like be able to detect this sort of attack.
Yeah, you want to take a look at it?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Although, also, I was thinking, what are some basic PowerShell scripts? Could we try doing the base64 encoding as well and then running it?
Yeah, we could try it.
Yeah, let's try it.
I have to think of a good PowerShell command.
It can be basic, just like whatever the equivalent of ifconfig.
Okay. Base 64 converter?
No. It has the base 64 converter. Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
So let's encode some commands. Option 11.
The value to encode. Just do that.
Okay, so copy that. So that's our base 64 encoded PowerShell command. Then we'll rerun it. And then
12.
12.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
all right.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So simple, but if you needed to slip something through antivirus and you had like all your commands and stuff like stored as this, then it gives you the ability to like store as many PowerShell commands as you want, and then just read them back.
Yeah, I wonder, can we just try and see if that works on non-administrator PowerShell?
Yeah, do it.
Do you think that would be useful? Because if you had a command, okay. Let's wait. What's a command that requires administrator mode? Oh, set execution. What is it?
Policy?
Set execution policy? Yes, set execution policy. Let's exit out. Let's get it real quick. Okay, so let's change that to restricted. But let's try doing it with the encoded command.
Okay.
So let's go to RedRabbit real quick. Let's go to encode command, set execution policy. Okay. All right, let's exit that out. Let's go to PowerShell again, not in administrator mode. Now let's try to run it.
Ooh, it hates it.
Ooh.
Permission denied.
Okay, damn it. I thought that would be cool if it worked.
So it can't run administrator commands, even though it's encoding them and then, okay.
It appears not, yeah. Let's make sure that wasn't just a fluke. Okay, that seemed to work. Okay, yeah, so it worked when we did it on administrator, but unfortunately you weren't able to run a privileged commands in a non-administrator setting with that option.
Not exactly shocking, but still disappointing.
Okay.
All right, well, let's take a look at the blue team one, or the Blue Rabbit.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Blue
The
Rabbit.
ASCII is kind of the same.
Very similar interface. Network scanner. Blue checker.
Do you want to just run it remotely?
Yeah,
using
let's
this
do
thing?
that.
Yeah,
Let's do
check
that.
it out. Okay, so another tool by the same guy, but this one a little bit more focused on defense. Cool. All right, so we have a network scanner, resolve IP to DNS. Okay, so that would be useful to see like who on your network might be resolving or on the device might be resolving to a malicious domain. Blue checker, audit PowerShell, scan for Azure resources, test single connection. What's my public IP?
Let's not do that
pick that one. Get Kerberos tickets, display Windows firewall rules, show Windows event IDs, and enter remote PowerShell session. What? Interesting.
Which one do you want to do?
Let's do the network scanner first.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, let's do the network scanner. What does it do? Does it just go? Enter an IP address, URL, file path. Ugh, no, boring. Let's go past this one. I'm not giving you any. Oh, does it just gonna go anyway? No, just press enter. I'm not giving you my network information.
Okay.
Okay, run it.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to like let us go back. Okay. What about number 2? The DNS Resolver. Yeah. Does it just go? I like tools that just go.
You want it to be easy for you?
Enter a single IP or an IP in a list. For what? Oh, to resolve it to a domain name. Just do 1111. I wonder who it is. It resolves to 1111.
Okay.
Magnificent. Thank you, Cloudflare. That's great. Okay. Well, fascinating. Fascinating.
Okay. We have to do that every time?
Apparently.
Would you think if we downloaded it, it would let us go back, or?
Maybe. I'm not sure. It seems like it's unnecessary to just dump us. So what about audit PowerShell? Blue checker.
Blue checker. Which?
Number 3.
Number 3, okay.
Boom. Blue checker. What's happening? Someone explain to me what I'm seeing.
Invoke.
Checking for event logs.
Commands
PowerShell. Invoke commands found.
Whoa, wait, are these previous commands I've... It kind of looks like it is.
Okay.
So those are previous commands I've entered. Event ID 4103 not found.
Module logging, script lock logging, script lock logging. What is this? Sorry, I'm taking your keyword.
Yeah, go ahead.
What? No keywords found. Oh, it checked for malicious keywords. Okay, cool. Check auditing. No registry key found. No registry keys found. I don't care. Checking downgrading history. No evidence of downgrading found. That sounds extremely secure, and I don't totally know what it means.
No evidence of downgrading found.
Downgrading what? Okay, well that's cool. Downgrading. Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So the PowerShell invoke commands found. So I can see. Oh yeah, it's just echoing out all your like invoke requests. So anything that seems to involve the invoke.
Like my invoke
module.
web requests.
Yeah.
So all the stuff I've downloaded.
So all the potentially sketchy PowerShell commands that have been run on this terminal.
I think it's just the invoke request. So like the every time I've downloaded a thing. So you can see invoke web request. This is a CSV file, and then a bunch of RedRabbit. You can see I downloaded it a few times before this.
Cool. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what a user might have had running in their PowerShell session and seeing if there's any like malicious stuff there.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So,
do you want to go to the guide and see these different options, or?
Well, they're working so far, but let's just run option 4.
Okay, Zork. I like that. Zork.
But if it keeps asking me for stuff, location of zipped file. I've got a zipped file, but I don't think that's what this is for.
7-zip installed. Let's brute.
Oh wait, what option did you pick?
I said option 4. Scan for.
Whatever. Give it a zip file. Give it the zip file.
But it came up as PS brutes.
Yeah, let's just
zip.
do it. Let's
it's
roll
the
with
same
it.
thing.
Just
okay,
roll with
okay,
it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just do it. Just put it in again. There we go. Perfect. Thank you to the developer of this tool for giving us another way to highlight this part. It's the 7-zip one. Nope, not that one. That one. Yes. Just drag and drop it.
It didn't work the first time. Why would you think it's gonna work the second time?
I swear it worked for me. It's crazy to me that that's how you do this.
No, okay. I just do this, and then I just type in the rest of the thing.
Oh my god.
My secret underscore 2.
Can't you tab?
Maybe.
It is just the same thing. That's
yeah. It's
funny.
the same thing. What is it called? Word list.
Yeah, wordlist.txt.
Okay.
So-
and then it's just gonna do the thing again.
So this is a fun bug where I guess he maybe reused this.
It seems like he probably created RedRabbit, and then maybe he's not done developing Blue Rabbit and he used RedRabbit as like a template.
Okay. All right, so this one might not be totally...
It is his GitHub, so it's not necessarily finished.
Okay, maybe let's go to the documentation on this one.
Okay.
Blue Rabbit.
Okay.
Documentation. Scroll down. Well, all right, so
Okay, it's significantly less documentation than RedRabbit.
I would say so.
I would say it's let's just classify it as unfinished.
Okay, still really cool. And you can see that this is also kind of a showcase for Blue Checker and some of his other stuff that he's made.
Yeah, let's go back to his website and look at more of the stuff he's published about. Obfuscation with PowerShell. Do you want to look at that?
I think that's just the encoding script. That's the base 64 one.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I guess he breaks down how he does that.
Yeah, so a lot of these seem to be him like bringing together different modules he's developed into one framework.
Yeah. What's what was the other thing? PS Watcher?
Okay, what is that?
What are you scanning? Let's look at it.
Yeah, I'm a little curious about that. Read the article here. Why?
Why isn't that the article?
Okay. Implement a free solution to monitor internet resources. Okay. But what does it do though? How? Okay.
Okay. Oh, it's a GUI.
Gross.
We're not about GUIs here.
Oh, well, that's cool. Interesting.
Okay.
But outside the scope of this one. So
Yes,
I
agreed.
think that for now, we're pretty much done with exploring this line of PowerShell tools. We have RedRabbit and Blue Rabbit.
Mm-hmm. Blue Rabbit's not done.
Blue Rabbit's not done.
Okay, disclaimer.
Yeah, but either way, it's a really interesting showcase for some tools that, what was his name again? Secure the Logs?
Secure the logs, yeah.
That's the developer Secure the Logs has created both for red teams and blue teams on PowerShell. So thank you for showing us these today.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. That guy, by the way, he seems fairly new to the scene. So I noticed all of his stuff has been published within the past 2 or 3 months. So hopefully we'll get to see more stuff from him in the future.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you to Veronas for hosting another one of these live streams. I really enjoy doing them, and we're covering some great PowerShell stuff. So if you like PowerShell and if you like all the stuff we've been doing, then make sure to share this, support us, and we'll hopefully be adding some more resources for anyone who is interested in this kind of format. So yeah, getting into some Windows stuff that I'm not totally familiar with, some things that will maybe not go right, but also, if you have any ideas for the next episode, please hit us up. Let us know. My Twitter is just my full name, Kody Kinsey. Very, very crafty, but I imagine Tim has a better Twitter name.
My Twitter is, I think it's just Tim Shellen.
Damn it.
Tim Shellen, yeah,
Damn
that's
it.
it.
What happened to /?
It's no longer in use.
I thought it was cooler. All right. Anyway, thank you for joining us on another episode of Hacking with Friends. I had a really good time. I learned to do some bad stuff on Windows computers. And if you're following along at home, feel free to run those password dumping commands. They are quite startling, but again,
yes. Make sure no one else is watching.
Yeah, we're not going to do that on our show.
No.
All right, we will see you guys next week, and all right.